Hey, what's up? Welcome to another session here with the Elf channel. Um, Thank you for coming back, and thank you for being here. Thank you for coming back. That's an interesting thing to say. Thank you for coming back. I was picking up on some of you might be having Scorpio issues with the asteroid Nessus. And then we also have this this energy of getting untangled. This experience of untanglement just happening in and of itself, which is pretty cool. Yeah, like when DNA is demolished by negative stress and then it's reassembled with positive input. I'm getting that some of this negative DNA is now being reassembled with your choice being the positive input into your observations, because your observations, they lead to action naturally. So if your observations are in need of you acting upon it and you worrying about that, it's not going to get you anywhere. What's going to get you anywhere in terms of like real progress around here is like observing, and then let those observations turn into necessary actions. Let's say you're a fire sign and you act regardless of contemplation or reflection. This is also a nice approach to that. So however you want to digest what I just said, it's to each his own. It's what I'm getting as well. Some of you guys are working through some Scorpio issues, non-committal people, or you might be non-committal because you got the asteroid Sedna that came in reverse, which is about the keyword that I got was grassroots seduction. So it could be some institutionalized way of mojoing your sex energy, your tantric content. But then again, I'm picking up that your loyal ancestors are coming in really hard and helping you with this untanglement and getting the double coiled helix thing reassembled with the positive input. And then I don't know what song this is, but it's like, wherever you go, whatever you do, I will be right here waiting for you. Ba-ba-da-da-da. That song came up, so it's like your ancestors are here and they're saying like, it's not like when you die we will be here to collect your corpse. It's not like that. It's more like guardian angel saying, I'm here. Yeah, that was a message for one of you guys. So this is about you getting on track. Oh yeah, this is Hamoudi. He's a... Hey Hamoudi. Yeah, he's a dog. Apparently. Yeah, you're a dog, right? Yeah, and he always wants food. And his fur, you smell a little bad. Like his fur smells really bad. So I'm hesitant to like touch him. But we're working on the getting the shampoo and getting him to smell nicer with these oils. Just incremental introduction. Incremental introduction makes the day, makes the year, makes the life. Introductory introduction. Oh, incremental introduction. makes the life. Okay, why am I continuing to say that? Yeah, some of you guys might be helping your friends get into their business, or really helping people that you love with their business, which is also really like a virtue. I feel like if you're giving from a place of not expecting anything in return, and you're not depleting yourself, I would argue that that's some kind of like Earth Angel mastery going on right there. Okay. So we're just going to pull some cards and see where we end up. Where I'm actually at this Jewish, Israelian youth summer camp situation. And there's the forest around here. It's like, land is sacred. And I'm sitting right underneath like I can show you. Like a Merkaba thing. Yeah, that star right there. Sitting like right under it. Hold on. Yeah, that's better. I think that's better. Okay. Yeah, I didn't realize I was sitting right under it. So cool. The Merkaba, the Star of David. Shall we get to it? I want to see what you guys are going through. Please like this video. Please share it with people that the messages are designed for. If you're enjoying this yourself, then I applaud you for taking your time to check the radio for any relevant information that pertains to your higher timeline. Calling in our higher timeline, effective immediately. Calling in our higher timeline, asking for permission to enter the rainbow world, asking for permission to experience our rainbow selves, granting ourselves more and more and more of this permission stuff, like just not claiming the earth, but saying that I'm here for a reason. Let me, like if you're a girl or a woman, let your ball gown just cover the whole earth. And just, if you're an octopus person, just let your tentacles reach around the whole world. If you're a bro or a dude or whoever you are, a man or a woman, like just reach into the ground, feel the crystals, the metals, the feldspat, the core, the magnetism, and open the soles of your feet, and open your crown, and open your chakras, let them spin. Be the master of the spinning of the chakras, or the master allower. You don't have to be good at everything. You don't have to be good at anything. You can be really good at allowing stuff, like be the master allower, master allower. Maybe someone's name is something like that, master allower. Anyways, can I get a card for this deck? Not for this deck, but for the people that are watching this, for us. Can I get a card for the collective? What do the collective need to hear today? 10-10. What does that mean? Okay, so we're gonna get into it. Are we ready? Okay, well, could be that the energy here, or your energy, might be a little bit chaotic right now, so I want to ask you for a favor. I want you to get settled, okay? I want you to get settled. Prepare yourself for a message here. We got the elementals. We have some badgers here. We have some lynx. Big Norwegian cats, actually. And yeah, 1010. I don't know what that message means for some of you. It could be that your vision is like halfway correct, is getting there. I know 2020 perfect. 1010 could be that some of y'all are struggling with your sight. I mean, is that, maybe that's very specific for someone, or experiencing troubles with your left eye. Sometimes this Egyptian guide or God guide energy, this uploaded consciousness of Thoth, can sometimes come through, like with a little bit of a tug and pull on the left eye. Like involuntary muscle spasms in one of the eyes can come through with some of these deities. I've actually seen that before. And okay. All right. So for some of you, thank you for considering to, move into your light and step away from your shadow just a little bit. And you don't have to listen to me. Like, I want you to do what you want to do. Look, this situation with all the colors and like I'm matching with those chairs. This one is like all new. I don't even know. Yeah, this is a present from my sister and her boyfriend, and I opened it before Christmas. And even like this thing, like what's up with this beige thing? Maybe someone is very beigey. Maybe someone is acting very bougie. Whatever that means. I don't know. I'm gonna have to Google that. Bougie. Isn't that like bad and bougie? Like you just swinging. Something like that. Alright. Getting ready to leave a relationship, are we? Or ready to leave? No. Okay. So it's specifically for someone. Okay. So we're getting closer to this point of where we're considering receiving something. Considering, like, it's like you're considering where you're going to share your feelings. So there's something about missing a relationship or losing a relationship or someone that you're saying goodbye to, or it could be some second house Taurus issues. Maybe you're breaking up with someone who's a Taurus or Virgo or Capricorn. But I'm getting substance withdrawal of something, or philosophical saturation when like a sponge is oversaturated. It's like the end of the Sagittarian season, like this higher education. Like, I've asked all the questions that I need to ask. I've gone through the transformation from the Scorpio season. I've been through Libra season, figuring out what's right and wrong, and then I went through hell, and then I figured out what kind of questions that I had before going into the Capricornial season, now that we're facing some consequences. And just a new sequence of mastery that we're all coming into as part of like this orbital counterclockwise recurrence of astrological programming, which is again just a new opportunity for us to deal with pattern recognition, and in turn we can apply our feelings and share our feelings with who's this Caduceus in reverse. Yes, I got the feeling. Okay, so we do have some issues with the retrograde, like some realization that came in with the Mercury retrograde. And then we do have some issues with Capricorn and Sagittarius. So maybe someone is oversaturated with the Sagittarian season. Maybe someone is oversaturated with input and education and like this. They've reached a point. I get that I get the impression that some of you have reached a point where the amount of information has just come to the surface of your bottleneck, and now it's time to twist the cork and just like go for a ride and trip, or maybe coming back from a trip. I don't know where you guys have been, or hearing Ghana. I don't know if maybe someone is from Ghana. And either way, maybe someone's heritage is. I know some of these African ancestors are some of the strongest ancestors on this planet. Yeah, you don't mess with African ancestors, whatever that means. Like, I actually studied Pan-African studies in LA when I was there with this Harvard professor, and I read a poem that I intuitively found in a library that he had written when he was a Black Panther, and he was talking about the roar of the thousands of skeletons that were left as a Morse tail trail from Africa to, America. And it was just like this stunning kind of like experience of like going from being in Norway and having only, white friends or Asian friends, or my ex, she was from Rwanda, so, but mostly white people. And then going to LA, everyone is gay, everyone is from everywhere in the world, everyone is just super animated. And I was used to animation, but I was not used to the level of diversity when I moved to LA. So shout out to everyone on this channel that's from LA. May Los Angeles be blessed with light. May the angels bless their city. Yeah, and may some new leaders come in so that we can experience a flood of motivation that can just pierce through Hollywood and the film industry, and to bring justice, basically, to this judgment of whoever's stuck. I'm getting that some of you guys are dealing with, or some of you guys are, or you're dealing with, or you're being, or you're dealing with someone who's quite unorthodox, someone who is completely detached from an institutional, dogmatic, doctrinated, religious fanaticism based way of thinking, and you've gone into a new way of just getting to the bottom of your value system, or your operational inclinations. That's what I'm hearing. What's the operational inclination for this being? Okay, the devil in reverse. So, and Page of Swords, we got Page of Swords, and we have the King of Pentacles in reverse. Okay. So you already know, like, what's dead in the water. You know what's dead in the water. You know, or you're dealing with someone who's... Is this directly for someone on the channel? Okay, so whoever you're inquiring about, they've come to a turn. Look, Black Moon Lilith, Scorpio, we have some Scorpio issues, but since we brought that Scorpio stuff up in the beginning of the reading, we already flipped the Scorpio issues so that we realized that, oh, I do have Scorpio issues, jumping timeline, and then we anchored up on that, and then we have the programs kicking in right now. You know, it's not too good to be true. This is true. Like, whatever you're assuming, whatever you felt like wrangling yourself away from in this moment, like a snake, just get back to your animalistic control the animal nature, or at least participate in your animal nature, because our animal nature is the thing that dominates most people and keeps them in their, you know, lower three chakras, and they just never get out of it because they're not willing to do the shadow work, and they're not willing to participate in their happiness. They're not willing to do the necessary steps in order to get to the happiness. Or yeah. So Black Moon Lilith came up, Scorpio came up, the Devil in reverse, and then we have the Page of Swords. So whoever we're talking about is realizing that it's time to let go of something. You might be wondering whether or not this person is ready to understand the lesson that you gave them, but regardless of them understanding it or not, they're impacted by circumstance to the point where they're like, oh shit, it doesn't matter. For them, this is a person who's kind of an amateur in a lot of ways. Like, someone who's like, maybe I'm getting someone who's chunky or big, or they have a big body or something. Yeah, I'm getting this big African American man who's like, he's big, and he's used to getting very rageful, but he's in a situation where that's not necessarily going to help him get to a point, because you are in a platform with me right now, you're in a platform with us, and this is where we decide to talk about a certain thing. We decide to talk about the issues at work. We decide to deal with the issues at work. We decide to consciously move away from something. We decide to eventually stick to the winged activation. So you could have angels and devils come into your life, because the first 12 hours of a day could be angelic, and the next 12 hours of the day could be demonic. And it could be the same type of angel that is coming through, like, depending on what kind of angel you want to work with. Let's say you're working with Michael. So he's Michael for 12 hours, then he's Lucifer for another 12 hours, and you can't discern who you're dealing with at what time. But if you're dealing with your Black Moon Lilith, and I'm getting chills, because you just flipped the scorpionic issues. Like, you're dealing with the taboo shit, you're dealing with the memories, you're dealing with the integration of the Scorpio season. You're prepping for this Capricornial stuff, because every time that I put information into your timeline, you flip it. Yeah, I just got chills. Every time I put information into your timeline, you reverse the unconscious, unknowing aspect of whatever it is that you were not comprehending, or you were not able to retrieve the information that I'm giving you elsewhere, or somehow. So every time that you hear about what needs to be done, I get a good sense that you move out of self-denial and you move into self-help. So it's like the self-love is there on a very big scale. Okay. And for some of you, that's not even true, because you're still in love with this. you're still secretly loving these other people. So it's like these other gurus that you're having. So I'm in conflict with a lot of other people right now. But one thing that I've really learned from working with people energetically is that sometimes you come into a person's life and you think you know them, but you really don't, because sometimes you're just talking to their authorities. Sometimes you're talking to authorities that are circumstantial, circumferential. Sometimes you're talking to authorities in other people's lives that are, what do you call this? That are encircling them. So it's not necessary to take people personally. It's not necessary to take people personally. It's not necessary to personally listen to people. You can energetically listen to them. You can energetically get out of lower mind. Of course, you can integrate your shadow and deal with that consciously however you want. You can work with your Black Moon Lilith. You can go in and out of rage. You can go in and out of these feelings, blah, 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 blah. But I do recommend just, collecting your thoughts. Tell your environment that you're in charge, that you're safe. Emit, in this moment, a pulse of authority, of grace, of light. And just tell your environment, I am this size, and I have yet to figure out what the size is, but I know that it's not the size that you guys are giving me, because I'm bigger than what the size that you guys are giving me. And this is how we deal with consciously actually loving the people that we look at as leaders, as gurus, as information keepers, as grid workers, as library transmitters, as cosmic channelers, as ordained guides, as even like maybe, okay, let's say I'm talking all this game and I'm like hitting a couple of red buttons and I'm like asking the runes like what's the reaction here, what's the level of intake here, what's the sensitivity level here. Well, they're still in love with these bad leaders in their lives, but they can't even admit to themselves that they love them. So there's obviously some kind of delusional value system here, and that could be straight up possession. It could be substance possession. Like you could call it micro substance possession, because you could be dealing with it could be dealing with anything. You could connect it to the cosmos. You could connect it to the matrix, the Psytrap, future doom and gloom, whatever. You could connect it to the elemental realm, whichever way you want to swing this information. I'm just here to tell you that you love some of these bad leaders in your life, and they're entertaining. I get it. But there's something really self-harming about it too, because you're basically feeding into someone who's extremely young, someone who is a little bit of a clumsy or hurtful person who's not necessarily making you money or doing you a favor or something like that. But I'm getting that some of you guys are walking away from something. I don't know what you guys are walking away from, or who you're letting go of. But it's like you're trying to insert yourself into a group of people that you're going to be removed from eventually. So it's a matter of like checking the temperature somewhere, which is investigatory. It's like trying to be creative or not letting go of your child's youthful self, and I think that's commemorable. And then I feel like I want to tell someone to not push it. Yeah, you don't have to push it. Whatever it is that you're considering pushing or forcing, you don't have to do that. Okay, can I get an elemental card for this? Let's get a couple elemental cards. Okay. Some of you might be 28 years old. Might be dealing with some... maybe someone is not remembering their dreams, which is very common. Like, I'm not remembering all of my dreams, but... And then maybe someone is getting onto their Amanita Muscara game. Maybe someone's... someone could be almost 60 years old, but they're lying about their age. Well, I don't know why. That's cute, I guess. Or you could be 39. You could be 39 and you're dealing with some pretty awesome substances that is going to give you a little bit of a sneak peekaboo into the muscle fibers of this other elemental world. And then what's the staying power? What's the staying power? Yeah, someone's in their shadow and they're focusing on their money and their level of, they need to keep their energy levels up, so they might struggle with some staying power, or maybe they might be ungrounded or unable to stay with something. And then I'm not getting flake, but I'm getting a little bit of an airy vibe to this. Like maybe you could be an Aquarius or a Gemini or a Libra. Okay. And some of you guys might be changing the direction that you sleep in bed. You might be switching sides or turning your bed or something. It's interesting. Okay. So we got the Oakman in reverse. Yeah, use your own perceptiveness and intuition in working out what you're saying in whatever position that you're in. So let's say you're seeing something from a different perspective, from an upside down perspective, and in that upside down perspective, the level of temperance, the level of patience, the level of willingness to discover something equally valuable in that 180-degree flipped perspective I'm getting someone is really struggling with seeing things from another person's perspective. That could be some narcissistic programming right there, because it's like this unwillingness for this being incapable of playing the other side of the chessboard, because you're only seeing the white pieces. You're only thinking about where you want to go, where you go, what me is too much me. Like, could be someone is too much in their ego, too much in their identity, too much around people that say I, me, and then I'm not blaming them, because people are ignoring people these days because of this technological rally that we've got going through. Like, yeah, some of you guys might be very ideological. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm also getting that some of you guys are, like, now you're becoming magnets for distrust, because you're creating a situation. You've become entrapped into a program that says that you can't share your emotions, you can't trust people. It's like this magnetism. I can feel it. It's like this little bit of a problematic kind of energy that comes into my life sometimes when other people are very strong magnets in terms of signature programs. And I'm telling you that now you're in a program that says the following. I'm going to share my emotions with just a select few people. And since it's their fault that I cannot trust them, I'm going to continue to expect people to act in a way that's chaotic, distrustful, so that I can end up possibly gossiping about it or blocking them because I'm practicing my own boundaries, or I need a scapegoat for this pain that I'm feeling, or something else. But this is a program where it's like you're working out a way how to be extremely exclusive with the people that you trust in your life. Yeah, and you can kind of feel the programs coming in. I'm just gonna let it continue. What's this program about? Yeah, the tower. So this, whatever your soul just got informed about, you're probably gonna work your ass off to get away from whatever was just spoken about. Is this? Yeah, so you might go into a little bit of shadow work or denial regarding this, because you're here, you're experiencing an area of your subconscious where you have, I'm hearing little to no impact as of yet. That's a bit harsh, to be honest. Maybe that's my shadow. Well, it's not. Okay, it could be your shadow needing to hear that, just to piss you off enough to actually do something about it, because you're going to experience this elevated sense of consciousness at some point in your soul's trajectory, with or without me. Okay, and I'm not sensing a lot of blame game coming off of you, so I do appreciate that, you know. But I'm also sensing that it's okay to let the tower in. Like, love your towers, get the tower in, love, like, get familiar with Aquarians, get familiar with Geminis and Libras, because that air trine, astrologically speaking, can be an amazing protection in the storm. I'm telling you, I'm saying though, like, yes, even the dog is like, he's right. Or maybe I'm just gaslighting my own person to get to the point where I can just continue the reading. I'm sorry that I seem a little bit distant with the dog. It's just that he smells really bad, and I would love to give him a shower. I just don't have the shampoo, and it's not my dog. And maybe this is the cosmos or the universe's way of saying, you know, hygiene is important. So we're introducing him to Scots Pine. Yeah. Scott's pine is an amazing teacher and an etheric oil, and I do recommend it. But don't use it on your skin, because it's kind of acidic, so it's not gonna be the best for the skin. And embrace the tower, okay? Because you're gonna work your ass off regardless, and you're really looking forward to really working on the communication in this area so that you can get to the point where you feel like everything that you're owed is going to reach you. That's 444. You might be one of the 144,000 star seeds coming in here. So this is a perfect opportunity for you to hang out with me and prep for the ascension, and to get into cosmic appropriation for the benefit of the key people that you are helping awaken within your communities on a mass level. Hamudi. Oh, he's okay. He's just, I think that, yeah, this is a big program. This is a big program. Hamudi? Hamudi, you want to come here? No? Well, so you might be feeling like your shadow is going to act up. You're going to act up. Like, I can feel it. You like this. It's a little bit of a war, like battle here. What's the shadow battle here that we got going on? Why is it happening? Yeah, I'm sorry if I hurt your feelings. I'm sorry that you feel like you have to walk away from this. I encourage you to walk away from it. And because you don't want to talk about, you don't want to deal with something. So you're in, either you don't want to make things difficult for yourself, or you have certain programs in your life that you're unaware of that are making things difficult for you. It could be elemental trickster energies that are there to teach you about certain blind spots, like blind spots in your life. So I encourage you to increase your level of awareness and your level of communication regarding what's going to get you back into having an impact on your environment. So privatize your awakening. Scorpio, rest, rest, rest. And then when you're done resting, you're gonna realize that you got the whole world in front of you. It's okay to let go of certain people, and it's okay that you're gonna learn about. Well, you're going to learn from your lessons. It might not seem like you're learning from your lessons right now. It might seem like you have to go through this over and over again, but that's what it means to have your planets in retrograde in your chart sometimes. You know, it's like getting out of a frenzy, or getting out of unnecessary distractions, or getting out of involuntary involuntary what's the word? Involuntary compulsions. So we're looking at, this is a channel where we're looking at a lot of these things, and I can feel like it's a storm. Like, even for me, I'm in Norway, I'm surrounded by the forest. You know, I know that a lot of the forest, a lot of my environment, they take a lot of they take most of the hits, and it's not a lot going on right now, but I'm saying that for you, this might come off as even twice as dramatic. So you're actually dealing with the, like, in your face stuff that has to do with unnecessary distractions, unnecessary recurring lessons in your life. What's the unnecessary recurring lessons in your life? Okay, so this might be someone that with a lot of sex appeal, someone who's very like in your life, who's a very like sexual partner or person, or someone who's coming in. There's a lot of passion, a lot of drive, a lot of energy. And they're self-driven as well. They're very self-driven. They know where they're going. They know where they're going. Okay, and they're kind of similar to you. They're kind of like, every time they see you, they just love you. So you got someone very optimistic about just seeing you, meeting you, wanting to show you their best self, their best side, and making love to you and being there for you. Like, they might stress out a little bit. Maybe they stress themselves out. They stress you out. But that's not, like, their stress is nothing compared to the amount of battles that you're facing in terms of these lessons that you feel like it's coming back and coming back, coming back, coming back. And it's this. So yeah, it's kind of like depleting you because you're in a situation where there's no communication. Like, there's bad communication. There's communication, but there's bad communication, and it's leading to you having. Then again, there's this like over emphasizing something. So you might be prone to over emphasizing things, and it might be you're thinking that over emphasizing something is going to get you the attention that you want from the people that you want attention from, but in the long term it's stopping you from seeing that overemphasizing something might lead to this animated perspective that people hold you to, that could lead to more delulu. So, and if you're experiencing delusions, this cosmic information that we're trying to bring forth is either it's going to enter your life and you're going to acclimatize to it and get into this cosmic appropriation, or it's going to try to squeeze you out of orbit or away from something that has to do with 144,000. Or maybe life is asking you to participate in the further upgrade of the 144,000. So that you could be like, maybe you're part of another 169,000, and you could identify with that and create another wave of ascension in the Tower of Reverse. Okay, so lost for words. So lost for words. Collective of pixies. You might be. Duty program. Yeah, we talked about duty programming. Can we simplify this? Because I want to simplify it, and yeah, don't worry about the relationship loss or the disappointment from something that was never meant to be. It's okay to wax and wane between like letting go, oh no, it should have never happened, letting go, oh, it should have never happened. Like, these things take time. And saying that whatever you're doing is wrong is very un-Piscean. So let's be pro-Piscean by saying that whatever I do, whatever I did, whatever I will do, whatever I have ever done, I'm innocent. I can't do anything wrong. I've never done anything wrong, nor will I ever do anything wrong, nor have I ever done anything wrong. I'm innocent. I'm incapable of doing anything wrong. Yeah. You deserve that, 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 you deserve that. And now you can jump some timelines. Click in, click in, click in. You're jumping timelines. You're jumping timelines. And just say yes. Just say yes. Just say yes. Yes, yes. Just say yes. Yes, 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 yes. When you're having sex with people, say yes. When you're talking to people that you love, say yes. When you're eating really good food, say yes. Justice. Get your justice. Say yes to the things that you deserve, and that's going to tell your body like you're on the right track. You're on the right path. You're distributing your wealth and your stuff to the right people, and it doesn't necessarily have to be your family. It doesn't necessarily have to be the people that you knew or know. It could be like a value system, like I am good with money. I am well aware of what goes where at all times when it comes to currency. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'm also sensing like you're dealing with the delusion that says you're not on the right path. This is not where you're supposed to be. So why are you here? Why are you here? Is this not where you're supposed to be? Do you feel like you're not supposed to be here? Why? 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 Why do you feel like you're not supposed to be here? Why do you feel like you're on the wrong path? Why do you feel like anyone is here to not support your higher timeline? Subconscious programming. You could state, no matter where I go, no matter who I encounter, no matter what I witness, my impression is that I'm on the right trajectory towards my higher timeline. If you can get a yes for that, if you can say yes to that, then you're not going to have to blame me. You're not going to have to blame yourself. You're not going to have to blame anyone for how things play out, because you know you're in a process of getting to the point of no technical perceived issues, only necessary lessons in orbit. It's a kind of a different frequency, and you can tap into that. So if you're getting chills, if your body is saying yes, then go ahead, just tap into it. But if I am perceived as a bad leader, let's say you're perceived as a bad leader, let's say either which one of who you're inquiring about, whoever the querying is, might be a bad leader, or might be someone who's misusing their power against you, over you. If that's what you're feeling, maybe that's some matriarchal, modern programming that says, as a failsafe, that you can't trust people with balls. Right. So, yeah. Maybe that's true for you. I'm not going to judge. Like, maybe you've had it up to here, you know? I cannot control your environment. I can only participate in helping with making you feel like you're on the right path. I can only participate in holding enough space for you to realize that information is available to you if you're exposing yourself to people that will fight for your soul and for your higher timeline. Maybe feel into the frequency and discern whether or not, or maybe pay for someone to check, oh, is this Elfie guy on YouTube? Is this guy? Wow. Yeah, the programs are tough for you. Like, I really feel like the programs are tough for you. Like, they're so, this is giving family. Yeah, I'm getting family for this one. What's the family? Someone who's really good with wasting your time and draining your sense of health. Someone is, maybe you have a karmic family member that is leeching on you, but they're doing it very well. Like, and you're having this pessimistic view on, or someone is having a pessimistic view on a new beginning of a new enterprise, of a new way of looking at the world. It's like someone took a hit. Maybe there's some abuse here. Maybe someone, back to the authority figure, maybe some of these authorities that you're dealing with are, maybe they're not in enough the highest lights. And maybe there's a level of unreadiness within you, but still you still pass through security, so you're still here. So there's something about what you're capable of. Like, there's some ability that you have. There's an ability within you that says, basically, unparalleled. So it's like 1 in a million. What is it that you do that's 1 in a million, 1 in a trillion? It's a big program. It's a strong program. Because now they're coming in, they're like, you're not special, you're not special, you're not special, you're not special. What makes you think you're special? It's dangerous for this person to wake up. It's dangerous for this person who is so unaware to get access to the higher dimensional. They could sabotage, they could lower the frequency, new levels, new devils. All this, like, I was here first, you didn't do the work, get in line, that kind of energy, but up the dimensional levels. And now you're talking to someone who's from a 13th dimensional level and making you aware that there's infinite possibilities, everything is possible, everything is frequency, vibration and energy. And you, my friend, please practice energetic hygiene. Okay. Yeah. And realize that in order to get unstuck, you have to wiggle. Just move like a grass on the subsea terrain, and just, you will get yourself unstuck. You will get your family affairs in order. You will get this justice. You will get this optimism for the future. You will get to that point. Yeah. Ace of Pentacles. Okay. So yeah, you're gonna get your money. Like, you're gonna get the bag, you're gonna get the money, you're getting the money, and then there's a little bit of a price along the way, but just make sure to not let people waste your time, you know? You could deal with adventurous spirits and adventurous people. I would encourage that, but don't let people waste your time. Have a barometer, have a compass, have a sense of like, oh, he's wasting my time, she's wasting my time, you're done, bye, block, whatever. And then, yeah. Some of these people are fighting to stay in your life, but they're saboteurs, they might be trickster energies. So we got to get to a point, we really have to get to a point where we're dealing with beautiful people of this world, but we don't let them waste our time with their toxic spiritual egos, with their messiah's complexes and their delusions, and having you run around errands for them like they were more valuable than you, when in fact it's just spirit guiding you in the longevity sense towards a pressure pain point where these people are actually forced out of your preference, out of your value system, out of your heart, out of your system when it comes to basic needs and spiritual needs and self-fulfillment needs and awakening needs and higher self needs and all the way up there. So it's like it's this divine blessing that you're moving yourself into. So yeah. Okay. I'm also getting that you're dealing with someone who's extremely rude. Someone like I'm getting big, rude, toxic feminine energy. Who is very impactful, has a lot of money, and who's older, definitely older. Like, very old actually. Yeah, I'm getting like a grandma figure. Alive. Like a grandma figure who's alive, who's stuck, who's not representing any transformation for you. Like there's no development there. And they're not keeping their promises, or you're not keeping your promise to them. So there's this like cord that you could walk away from. Because I'm getting big impotence energies from that cord. So yeah, and pessimism connected to it. So, but this is a person who's giving you good advice as well. Yeah. I would just be aware that this person, you might think highly of this person and its family and it's all good, like, but just beware that, just understand that behind the scenes, they're extremely bitter for some reason. And you could confront them with with them being so bitter and not necessarily being caught in the lie of them being like this, oh yeah, welcome, everything's fine over here, and then when you leave they're just like watching the news and like and they stay there and they've got cords to you and it's draining you and making all these programs just be sustained and just having this eternal kind of like hold on living, or counterclockwise, like clockwise screwing your life. So in order to counterclockwise unscrew and unfuck your situation, you just try to feel the transmission of this whole message so that you can get to a level of honesty that's more about like admitting that it's in my face, like there's so much stuff in my face that's leading me to a point of shutting down phenomena, not anchoring up on wrapping up unnecessary lessons in life. So you're going to feel, after this reading, you're going to feel like you have more capacity for administrative action points, or just willingness to create action points, or just a feeling of like, oh, I have more choices. I have 3 more choices in my life that I'm used to. I'm like, my level of choice perception has been increased because of this airy gift. Okay, I'm gonna end it there. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, night, lunch, whatever you're eating, however you're doing, whoever you're with. May all your pets and your animals be blessed. May your ancestors guide you. May your guardian angels make their presence known, or your whatever protection that you've anchored up on. May you be blessed with light. May my channel be blessed with likes. Give it a thumbs up and subscribe and share this video with anyone who this message is applicable to. And please feel free to comment or share some visions, or if you had any downloads throughout the session, I would love to hear from you. And May you realize these programs that we just talked about, because you're not alone. It's nothing personal, it's just energetical. And yeah, open hearts. All right. Blessings. I love you. Thank you for being here. Mwah.